Andriana Tootin, and I'm going to be teaching you how to add a volunteer to the volunteer project. So first, we'll add a volunteer project into the system by clicking first on volunteer projects on the tab section. Once you're here, you'll see a list view of your recently viewed or any other list views you've created. We're going to click New. So for this host company, we're going to be using Salesforce. They're going to sponsor our members. And our start date will be a February start for the next round. Now you can choose to add an end date if you know what that end date is. For the sake of our demo today, we will choose March 13th and then save. Now we've had volunteer project A0009 added, as you can see here in the top bar, and the additional details that are listed here. We're going to go to project members and add volunteer project members. This will directly pull from our members tab, so anyone who is a member of the Talent Stacker program can be added to a volunteer project in the event that they meet certain criteria. So here, let's click on member. We are going to add Walter Chen to volunteer project. All right, automatically the status is joined, as that would be our default status for adding a new member to a volunteer project. So at the end of the volunteer project, you'll use the other fields, and we'll go over those in a moment. We'll click Save. And we can see that Walter cannot be added because he's not a certified Salesforce admin, as that is main criteria for being able to join a volunteer project. So we'll exit out of this. Now let's try adding someone who is a certified admin. We're going to add Brian Wu to our volunteer project. Again, join status, and let's save. Great. So Brian's now part of A0009 volunteer project, and we are now going to remove Brian. Brian's had something come up, and so he can no longer participate in this project for the start date of February. We're going to select removed and save. Now you'll notice here we've got removal reason as a pick list, so it is important to record why we're removing a member for purposes of reporting later. So Brian has had excellent attendance, no personal reasons, and no team feedback that would require his removal, but he is part of the military, which is requiring him to be deployed, and so we are going to remove him due to military responsibilities. So we'll add military under the other removal reason because it is required here. If we don't add that, we will get an error message there. Okay, very good. He's been removed. So now let's look at when we finish the program. So let's say he is still a joined member. He has completed the project. He has a positive review. Now here you can also say if it was negative or if there's no review that is left for him. If he's an all-star performer, and then addition as to why he was considered to be all-star. And then we would just click Save. Okay, fantastic. So now we have Brian recorded as a joint member for the volunteer project. That concludes training. Thank you for joining.